example as it relates to cost, volume, profit at this time. Look at some questions here. So first one says list two assumptions of cost, volume, profit analysis. Next one says list two assumptions of cost, volume, profit. And please pause the video, write this down for me, please, as well. Alright. I'll take a picture of it somewhat. So he says a restaurant with an average check of $700 per guest as the following average quarterly figures. Sales revenue 5 million, variable cost 2.7 million, fixed cost 1.2 million. It says calculate the break-even sales revenue and sales units. If actual sales revenue were 4 million, what would the restaurant operating income be? How many guests would this require? That should be worked out. Next one, what sales revenue must be achieved to arrive to provide the 1.7 million net income after tax in the upcoming quarter, assuming a tax rate of 35%. And then it says must prepare a contribution margin income statement to confirm the calculated required sales return. Pause video. Write this down for me, please, as we move forward to the solution for these questions. We're not going to look at the assumptions, we're going to look at the calculations for this question. Right? Now, if you would recall that the first part of the question, what the first part of the question asks you for again? So we're saying that the question says a restaurant with an average check of $700 per guest. Now that $700 per guest we would classify as the selling price per unit basically. Alright? So basically per guest pays $700. So the restaurant have a earn $700 per guest basically. Good? Now so you must calculate the break-even sales revenue and what? Sales units. Good? Now how do we calculate break-even sales revenue? Remember that. Alright, let's go to it now. Now break-even sales revenue in dollars is the formula for it is what? Break-even sales revenue in dollars equal fixed costs divided by contribution margin ratio or contribution margin percentage. You already have a fixed cost, so you need to find your contribution margin percentage, right? Now your contribution margin ratio then, folks. So first begin, your contribution margin ratio is what? Contribution margin, your contribution margin ratio is really contribution margin divided by what? Sales revenue. Or it could be contribution margin divided, it could be contribution margin per unit divided by sales price per what? Unit. Good? Now in this case now, we want to find our contribution margin ratio. Now we don't have any selling price per unit, but we have sales and we can calculate our contribution margin. Our contribution margin, as I said before, is what? Sales minus variable costs. So first thing you have to do, you have to subtract sales from what? Variable costs. Let's go down to the answer for this part of the question only first. Focus on that first. Look at this now. So here now, sales, let's variable costs give you a contribution margin, right? Now to get a contribution margin ratio, you divide contribution margin by what? Sales revenue. Good? And that will give you 0.46. So this 0.46 now will be your contribution margin. Good? Alright. Now let's go down further. To find a break-even sales revenue now, remember say that to find break-even sales revenue in dollars now is what? Fixed cost divided by what? Contribution margin ratio. Good? Now our fixed cost is 1.2 million and our contribution margin what? Is what? 0.46, right? So divide 1.2 by 0.46, you get what? 2,608,695. Good? Then now you go down further because you were asked to find out what break even sales in what units, right? Alright, good. Now watch this carefully. Now for the break even sales in units, um, in this case, based on this example, I must let you know that to find a break even sales in units, you can let me give it a different way. You can, in this case now, you're gonna divide the break-even sales revenue by your check per guess. Alright, good. So in this case now, you divide the break-even sales revenue by 700, and you would get 3,727 guess. That's the answer for the first part of this question. Part 2 says, if actual sales revenue were 4 million, what would the restaurant operating income be? That's one part. How many guests would this require? As the other part. So you're basically right here, you're gonna answer two different questions. Good. All right. Now, first thing is first. We're gonna have to drop a format, right? Now, you want to find your operating income. Good. So it will be sales less variable costs, and that give you contribution margin, less fixed expenses, and that give you what? Operating income. Alright? Now in this case we have a fixed cost, we have a sales revenue, but we don't have a variable cost for the 4 million. Please note, please note that variable cost is really a percentage of total sales. Go again. Variable cost is a percentage of what? Total sales. Good. The first thing you have to do in this case now, we're gonna have to find what percentage of 5 million is 2.7 million. Then we're going to use this right through to answer the remainder of the question. Now, if you divide 2.7 million, you're going to put 2.7 million over 5 million. If you divide that now, you get 54%. Now, you get 0.54. You multiply by 100, you get what? 54%. So, therefore, the variable cost is really 54% of what? Sales revenue. So, you're going to apply that 54% to this 4 million now to get a variable cost figure. Alright? Let's look at the solution for it now. So therefore, you're going to multiply 54% by 4 million, you get 2.16 million, 2.160, 2,160,000, minus that from 4 million, you get 1,840,000, minus fixed cost from 1.1840, you get operating income of 640,000. The other part of the question, or ask the question, no number of guesses is required. Same thing you did a while ago, you're going to divide the sales revenue by check per guess. 4 million divided by 700, and you get 5,714 guess. Alright, that's for that one. Let's go back up top now. Next part of the question now. What sales revenue must be achieved to provide 1,700,000 net income after tax in the upcoming quarter, assuming a tax rate of 35%? Prepare contribution margin income statement to confirm the calculated required sales return. Let's look at this calculation now. So, the formula sales revenue equal fixed cost plus this now is our required profit, desired profit at this. So it should be a profit after tax up top right here. So this is a profit after tax, and then divided by 1 minus what? Tax rate. Alright? Divided by contribution margin ratio. Now let's roll now. Remember the contribution margin ratio is 0.46, right? Now our profit after tax is 1.7 million, and you divide by 1 minus 0.35. This now would give you 0.75. You divide 1.7 million now by 0.75, you get a figure of 2.615384. 2.6, I think it's 2 point, let me check. Let me check. So if you divide 1.7 million by 0.75, you get, this will be 0.65, my apologies. It will be 1.7 million divided by 0.65. That will give you 2615.384.615, right? You're gonna add that now to 1.2 million. Alright, so after that now you're gonna add that, you get 3.815,384.615. Divide that now by 0.46 and you get 8,294,314.38. Follow my instruction again a while ago, please. That's how it should be calculated. Alright, good. Please show your workings. Don't only show it like this, please. Make sure that you show your workings. You should work out this first to get your 2,000,006. When you work out that, you should get 2,615,384.62. Then you add it to the 1.2 million. You get 3,815,384.62. Then you divide that now by 0.46 and you get 8,294,214.38. This now will be a sales revenue. Good? That's the first part. Then now you are going to do your operating statement. Now remember that in the question so far we have seen that 54% of 54% of sales revenue is variable cost. So you're going to multiply this figure now by 54%. You get 4,478,929.77. Alright. Then subtract this now from sales revenue, you get contribution margin. Then less fixed cost, you get a profit before tax. Then now you're going to multiply this figure now by 35%. You get 915. Subtract it, you get what? 1.7 million. That's it. Thank you for watching. Do have yourself a wonderful day, night. That was an example of cost, volume, profit. Thank you very much.